right, well, welcome to Garfcast number 3. Today we're going to be talking about the latest Garfield daily comic, like we always do. Alright?
Alright, should we introduce ourselves yet again, or?
Yeah, let's get some.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's do it.
Mhm.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'm Heaney McPeeny.
I'm Lip McBitey.
I am Wicco's trademark Greek yogurt.
And I am Garfield Fangirl 78.
Alright, and today's comic is Odie on a computer. He's whining. Garfield's behind him with like a disappointed look. Like he looks disappointed. And then he's like doing a roar. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to explain that. Like he's sad. And then he's thinking, what's the big deal? And then you see Garfield walking away looking disappointed still, saying unfriended by a squirrel.
Damn.
So
Here.
yeah, so this is the first time we've seen Odie in these comics recently.
This is the first time we've on the Garfcast seen anything
on the
Garfield.
Garfcast. This is the first time we've seen Odie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have
So
something.
good.
I have something to say about this, which I think is a very interesting observation. First of all, I think that it's very strange that Odie is on the computer, like he's doing a humanoid activity, because Garfield does very human-like things, right?
But Odie doesn't.
Yeah, Odie doesn't. Odie is usually restricted to the rule.
Also, wait,
Odie's usually like a regular dog, right? But then here we see him functioning using a computer, which I think is very interesting.
Also, a weird thing is, first off, he's using social media. Why would he be upset by getting unfriended by a squirrel? Doesn't he? He's a dog. Don't they hate squirrels?
Yeah, right.
Why would he
I
be
don't
mad about
understand.
that?
I really don't
Look
understand.
up a picture of a squirrel. Is that what he's looking at? You guys?
No, he was unfriended by
No,
a
he's
squirrel
on
his
some
social
sort
media.
of social media. Yeah, squirrel-like. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest. As much of a Garfield fan as I am, I really do not get this comic.
Because why would he be friends with a squirrel?
So is it a theory that every animal in the Garfield lore in the canon is just they can just function and use social media?
Well,
Maybe. Is it like a Toy Story thing where if there's no humans around, they can function like that?
I mean, we know that
Odie's a
Garfield
dummy.
can. We know that Garfield can because that's like his whole character.
That's Garfield.
That's his shtick.
But then Odie has always been kind of just like a regular dog, like, and he doesn't.
Regular old dog.
And that's really interesting.
Yeah. You bring up a really good point.
Very good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Really, very weird dynamic.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is kind of just like a strange, bizarro Garfield comic. Like,
Yeah, I'm very.
Yeah, this is one of the stranger ones.
Yeah,
This is very avant-garde take on Garfield.
Yeah, really. I mean, like,
Mhm.
I'm not sure what to make of this one, guys. And also, I just want to say I made a prediction yesterday that I'm gonna own up to because it came wrong. I predicted that we would get some sort of closure to this to the music arc, and it never really happened.
No, there's no more. He's
Yeah.
doing music right now.
I'm not doing music. We moved to
This
social
is
media.
his normal. It's his, yeah. We're learning about technology here. That's what we're doing here.
You guys think Odie has like a Facebook profile?
Does he know how to use Facebook?
I'm not exactly.
I wish I knew what was on that computer.
I wish I could just see the screen.
I wish Garfield could show me himself.
This is really. I'm not really sure what to make of this comic. I didn't.
Yeah, honestly.
Because this kind of goes against Odie's whole character here. I mean,
at least he's not speaking. At least
he's not speaking,
doing dog things.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is you could say it's even weirder.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that Garfield doesn't speak either. He doesn't really communicate. He just thinks. He thinks
he hasn't
things.
talked at all. He just looks disappointed.
So that really just begs the question here. We're seeing Odie's speech, but we're not seeing his thoughts. So does Odie have complex thoughts similar to Garfield's? Because
Maybe.
That's very interesting.
I mean, the comic is from Garfield's perspective, so we're not going to see what others are thinking. We're going to see what they're saying.
Yeah.
So I'm really puzzled by this, and
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
this is very
Yeah, we're gonna need to take a deeper look into this.
as you can see, like they don't even show like a brand for the computer. Like, have you noticed that?
It's just a
Like-
computer.
Yeah, like why don't they show a brand for it?
Not sure.
They can't afford it.
Probably it's just some off-brand thing.
Some tough times.
I'm also something
Maybe
that's
that's why John isn't around, or that's his name, right? John.
we've never seen we have
Probably
not
'cause he's-
seen
Where-
John.
Probably because he's gone. Probably because he's
Arlo.
gone working.
We have yet to see any of John in this comic.
Yeah.
In our Garfcast.
Yeah, at least yeah. And I mean,
yeah. I hope soon that we are exposed to the John Arbuckle.
I mean, we've only done 3 episodes, but as far as I remember, John is kind of like a secondary main character to Garfield. You know, like
Yeah, I thought Odie was like the third main character, but no, we've seen more of him.
yeah. I mean, for the last 2 comics, we only saw Garfield. It was just him,
Mm-hmm.
which I think this is interesting. I'm not sure what's gonna come of this, but I
Maybe-
feel as if maybe John is starting to take a backseat to Garfield and Odie.
Or maybe Garfield, or not Garfield. Maybe John's working to support Garfield's music career. But that's been resolved. So we should be seeing John.
All right. Oiko's trademark Greek yogurt. You're looking way too into it again.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah,
You're
we-
really- you're
Yeah, that's
working-
kind of
like-
you're kind of reaching here, man. You're
Yeah,
kind of reaching.
I thought we
Moved
moved
on
on from the music.
thing.
I thought we moved on from the music, but you just had to bring it up again.
So we don't really appreciate that. We gotta, start fresh.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not always about music here, all right?
Yeah,
It's
listen,
just,
this is
just Garfield.
all right. So
Also, notice we've only seen Garfield outside once in these, and he's not even left
that's
his
true.
house.
Garfield is rarely outside. Actually,
He's rarely outside. It was actually very weird to see him outside.
yeah, yesterday was actually. I'm surprised we didn't really talk about the fact that
No, but
Garfield
like
is outside.
he hasn't really left. But he doesn't really. If he's like on the property of his house, it doesn't really count as going outside.
That's true. I mean, if he's not at his house, he's usually maybe in the vet or certain other indoor locations. But I think we've talked enough about the comic itself. Does anybody have anything to
Very
add?
interesting comic.
Anything-
More Odie.
Yeah,
Anybody else have anything to add?
No, I don't have any.
I think that today's comic was just very, very strange. I'm kind of
Yeah,
taken
yes.
aback here. Because honestly, the punchline itself just confuses and bewilders me.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, the only reason it confuses me is why a squirrel? Like, why couldn't it be another dog or like a cat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Dogs
Dog.
like
It would've made
dogs like
sense.
cats.
Well,
Dogs
well,
like
I think-
cats.
I think Odie's trying to maybe Jim Davis is showing like more of Odie and more of his complex thoughts, and that Odie's trying to break the species barrier.
All right. Oiko's trademark Greek yogurt. You're still looking way too into.
Yeah, really, man. I mean, seriously,
really are.
like,
It's just a Garfield comic, man. It's just I don't understand why it's a squirrel. Like I get that he hates squirrels, but why would he be sad about it?
I don't under.
Well, that
Yeah,
sounds like a really
if
nice squirrel.
anything, he should be sad that a squirrel is attempting to friend him, not unfriend him.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe
No, he's-
Odie's just so friendly.
Maybe.
Maybe he's just such a friendly dog.
Yeah.
Not sure. And the thing is, there's not really a way of us telling because we can't
can't
see his
see it.
thoughts. I mean, imagine how much more complex the Garfield lore could get if we could finally see what Odie is thinking.
It truly would be interesting, but who knows if it will ever come to that.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
All right. So I think that's enough about talking about the comic today. I think we've talked about it enough.
Yeah,
That's
I
about
think so.
that's about all I have to say about this comic.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
Alright.
next?
All right. We have to address the other Garfcast.
Yeah, we have an update
response.
on the Garfield podcast community drama that's happening right now.
That's just yes.
Yeah, so they sent out a response. They said they would be willing to give us a truce. So I dropped the official Garfcast Instagram, all _ no spaces, not all _ all undercase, undercase, yeah. All undercase. I can't speak. Somebody take
All
over.
lowercase.
All
Lowercase,
lowercase letters,
no
the
space.
Superior Garfcast on Instagram.
Yeah, we should probably mention that we have an Instagram now because
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
users will be down below in the description for Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. We also have a Twitter. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
the other Garfcast made a video on their channel.
As a response to us.
Yeah, and they seem to they didn't say anything really slanderous about
It was
us.
very, very
No.
nice. Very mature.
They seem to, and honestly, I will say we did kind of berate them a little bit yesterday, but that was kind of
Yeah,
that
I
was
feel
that
like
was
I-
that was in
I took
response. That was pretty much in response to their attack on us, though.
Yeah,
But,
because I kind of got a little bit mad because they threatened to DDoS us, dox us, and then beat us with shovels. So like,
Yeah,
Kind of unsettling.
but
it was a little
now
bit, yeah.
now I think we're on the right path to making
Yeah,
peace. And
Yeah,
they even
Yeah,
brought
I
up
dropped the Instagram into their comment section of that video, but they still haven't responded. DMs are open.
yeah.
they're
So
always open
let's.
if you want to contact.
We're always open. to
And
talk.
one thing I definitely found interesting about their video is that they mention how we should all treat each other with respect, because when it comes down to it, we're both part of the Garfield podcasting community, which I think is
Yes.
a very
Yeah.
beautiful thing,
It's very true.
because
It's very true.
yeah, it's like
Mhm.
hey, let's put aside our differences. When it comes down to it, we're doing the same thing. We're talking about the
Something that we love.
about the grumpy orange cat that everyone loves. You right?
Mhm. Everybody loves Garfield.
Everyone
I
loves
think
Garfield.
I think there shouldn't be any infighting. Like I don't think you should have threatened us with DDoSing and doxing,
But
but
that's all in
you
the
know,
past.
it's,
It's all
no,
in the
it's
Yeah,
past.
it's all in the
yeah,
past.
it's all in the past. It's understandable. We get it. You saw competition and you kind of got mad. We get it.
Yeah, I no longer view them as competition. I now am beginning to
They
view
are-
them as
yes.
potential
Mhm.
allies and perhaps even friends.
Potentially.
Mhm. Potentially.
We would,
So-
like we said earlier, we would love to do a collaboration with them.
If you have any inquiries, message the Instagram. and
Yeah,
all
they
lowercase,
even mentioned
Superior
doing-
Garfcast.
They actually mentioned doing a collaboration with us in their
which
video.
would be, I think, very enjoyable.
Yeah, that would. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say about that. Is unless anybody else wants to add anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this again. If you're willing to choose, reach out to the Instagram in all lowercase Superior Garfcast, and DMs are always open there.
Definitely.
Always willing to talk.
So before we go, guys, I want to do something that we didn't do yesterday, but we did in the first podcast. Is I want to give our predictions for the next Garfield comic
Oh,
tomorrow.
yes.
So
Yeah.
All right, so I think next week is just gonna be more of Garfield and Odie. Maybe John, maybe we don't know, but I'm just saying it's gonna be more Garfield and Odie.
I think maybe just another Garfield one. Who knows?
I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I'd
Yeah.
like to see some of John, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not.
It would be nice to see John,
Mhm.
but no pressure because we know he's not a primary character, and this is all about Garfield.
Yeah.
This is all about Garfield. That's really the thing that we need to take away here, is that regardless whether we see any other characters or not, the focus is on Garfield no matter what.
Yes,
Mhm.
and we will be happy with whatever they throw our way because at least we get Garfield at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think of it. At the end of the day, it's just all about Garfield.
So we're nearing 14 minutes here. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect time to end it.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So
So,
yeah.
so we hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Garfcast, where we'll be reviewing the daily Garfield comic.
Yeah, and remember to read Garfield.